deal with Umi.
Wait, is it
Uh,
Sol Eternum or Sol
Sol-
Eternatus?
it's Sol. Sorry, Sol Eternus. Eternatus is a Pokemon. Sorry, that was slip of the tongue.
No, you're
It's
good. I
Sol.
just
It's Sol Eternus is what we
forever,
decided on.
the forever son, pretty
Yeah.
much.
That's so cool.
Uh, with the help of teleportation gauntlets, or I think they were called space erasers,
Mhm.
we made the rest of the journey pretty fucking fast, actually. We found out that the instant fortress is Castle Ravenloft. We got Strahd
Sure.
lore. Uh,
Not is Castle Ravenloft, but a
oh,
prototype to Castle Ravenloft.
okay. Either way, we got Strahd lore. We got Raven Queen lore. We got Shooting Star lore with the reveal of Vim and the resuscitation of Copernicus. Uh, Everyone was nice to each other except for, arguably the most powerful wizard other than Vecna in the history of mankind getting a verbal beatdown from a room of adventurers.
A group of teenagers.
True. He got okay boomered. Uh, we agreed that we were going to go to Archivist to do some stuff for a couple of party members, I believe, that had a to-do list, an itinerary. Everyone has some plans, I'm pretty sure.
Mhm. And with
of
that,
sorts, yeah.
we can get started. You've just received Sunshot. Ummi,
Did.
you notice, is just sort of taking a moment to relax, sitting down by the fire. She. This is the first time you really realize that she is a really old lady. Looking at her, just sort of at calm as you guys prepare your things.
I thought she
wait.
de-aged.
But she's
Kind of
still
in a
like,
relaxing way.
yeah. Even if like she de-aged, but like taking 30 years off a 100-year-old, they're still fucking old, you know?
Word. What are you gonna do
Yes.
without your belt?
I'll manage. I went a long time without it after all.
You know, seeing that kind gesture to your friend, I think I'll make one to you. And I hold up the shroud.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow, change of heart.
really, Gilneas?
No, fuck you.
Okay. Alright. Checks out.
You almost made me think you almost made this old woman smile.
I'm kidding. I mean, yes, fuck you, but you're gonna have this one, and I'll toss her the cloak of the bat. Maybe I'll have more use for it.
Okay. Well, your kindness is appreciated. Are you all ready to go?
Titus kind of
No.
waves towards the entrance. Whenever you guys are ready, I got the last chalk mark to slash over, and we'll be ready to spirit away back
Vim.
to our castle.
Vim!
Yes, sir.
Please, can you help me outside real quick?
Oh,
Sure.
Jesus.
What do you need? Gil, was it?
Yes. Third time's the charm. You said ask really politely, and I imagine we're outside on this fucking Mantine Mountain, and Gil just like leans down, like lays all the way flat, arms outstretched, and like coos into the metal. Mr. Mountain, please, I'm in desperate need of this
I'm
metal.
sorry. You might not know how this works. I'm not talking about the mountain. I'm talking about the mountain. And he's gonna give a sharp whistle through the air. And there's a moment of silence. And very suddenly crashing through that sort of magical barrier that keeps this place in good weather, you see a tiny blue creature sort of zip and sit, and you would immediately recognize that this is a little dragon. Tiny, about the size of like a squirrel.
Mate,
Mount.
what the hell?
This is Mountain. You ask him if you want a piece, and he can get it for you. This is his what's he call it? Horde. This is his horde.
Interesting. Mountain.
Do you speak Draconic?
Nope. Could I have a
Says-
piece of your mountain? Mountain? City is literally choking on a dick right now. That's crazy.
Nice.
He says he can loan it to you with interest.
And what would be the cost? What would be the cost, mate? There we go.
At some point, he's gonna need your help. Help
Easy.
him when he needs it.
To be quite honest with you, I think there's nothing more I'd love to do than help a dragon. Unironically, that actually sounds really fucking cool. So, yes.
And you watch the dragon take its claws and very easily rend into this adamantine and hand you a few hefty oars.
Fantastic. I would hate to get on this thing's bad side. I'm just gonna slip them into my bag of holding.
Well, Mountain, I think that's all we need from you.
Thank you.
Have a nice-
Wait. I've gotta have something in here. Fuck. Okay. And I'm gonna reach in, because I imagine I have like several pots worth. And I'm gonna pull out a smaller cup of unicorn's blood and extend it out to this tiny dragon.
And it is just going to it has a very long tail that makes up most of its body, honestly, and wrap it around the vial and give you a single nod.
Thanks.
And it sort of smiles. Well, back inside, I suppose.
Yes, thank you. I definitely would not have figured that out without you, May.
Yeah, it's a bit of a...
Head fuck?
He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo.
Him? No, he's fucking awesome.
No, he's fucking weird. Anyways,
Alright.
and Vim heads back in.
How many hefts would you say? Like 3?
You've got about... Adamantine is very light. You have 2 pounds of adamantine.
Okay. Appreciate you, big dog. I look at Titus. Thanks for waiting, man. That actually turned out really fucking well.
Flicks the chalk in the air and catches it and like, I wouldn't leave without you.
I would hope not.
Look over his shoulder and kind of looks at the party, or anyone else remaining, Umi, Copernicus. We ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get going.
Vern, it was really nice to meet you. I really do hope that we find the time in our adventures to save your soul from hell. Your spark, sorry, your spark.
I hope you do too.
Okay,
And
bye. See
He
ya.
tips his hat. You finish the circle, and you see convulsing. It's similar to your blinking almost. In texture, the outline of this thing is sort of whirling around reality, and one by one, you step in.
City,
And-
I asked this question the other day, but I didn't get an answer. But I just wanted to clarify. In the keep, in the guild hall, is that air breathable?
No, no.
So how the fuck are we gonna bring people in there?
We're going to the city of mages and shit. I'm sure we can find someone smart enough to give us a solution.
Hear me out.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Plant
talk.
trees in it.
Ooh.
Well, the problem is the air pressure.
Oh, right.
So you need to find a way to pressurize that chamber.
Okay.
Yeah,
Artificial
I don't see us
magic.
doing that without magic.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Mhm. But you find yourselves blinked into a one of the common student areas in Archivist that seems to have a public teleportation circle there. And as you blink in, you get your first the air here is breathable for the first time in a long time. So each of you take a deep breath and your lungs do not burst,
Incredible. It
and
feels
you
right.
arrive in Archivist.
Before we go to the Sphinx, Umi, I need to
Yes?
acquire another bag of holding. And also possibly see about getting these cases removed.
We can do that later. I have to talk to the Sphinx now.
Well, in that case, Copernicus, can I borrow that jacket again? It has something in it that I need desperately. Just for a moment.
He reaches his arm out with it in the fist.
Well, I mean, like, to take to the Sphinx. I'll bring it back after.
He kind of like, again, he doesn't have a face, but the way his like face and hat bend almost makes it look like he's narrowing his eyes at shit, and he just like shrugs and like flicks his wrist and tosses it the rest of the way to cover the distance to you.
I appreciate you, May. You're a good chap. I'll meet up with you all in just... I mean, I guess we'll meet up with you all in just a little bit. Unless you're... Actually, that was dumb of me to presume you wouldn't be coming. I don't know what you're doing. Umi, I'm ready when you are.
Wait,
Well-
aren't we all going to the Sphinx?
I don't know.
I assume you're all going to the Sphinx.
What the hell, Gil? We're all going.
I had a brain lapse for a moment, okay? Jeez.
You just wanted the jacket
No.
back.
No.
you just want to put the jacket back on.
Copernicus
No.
did get it tailored here, so
There's something I quite literally need to speak. You'll come to understand me.
All right, Gil.
okay. Well, let's get going then. And you head across campus. You do immediately hear that the town is alive as you're going through the tunnels that make up sort of Archivist, being like tunnels that are carved out into this this mountain. There is constant talk that the dean's returned, and he has immediately gone to work with revisions to the curriculum.
Who's the
What's it?
dean? Who the fuck is Dean?
Well, the dean is Mordenkainen, so
No, guys, we
I-
fucked up.
Lean into Umi's ear, and I whisper, I might have fucked up earlier, but, do you think before we depart, maybe we could get it? Well, maybe just me and you. Maybe you could take me to get an audience with him?
we'll see after the Sphinx.
Yeah.
Regardless, let's go.
Let's go.
And
Copernicus will actually take a detour, but Ari will go with everyone else to the Sphinx.
Okay.
Nice.
And you head in. You see the rift that makes up the portal to the library, and entering it, you are sucked to the portal, and you are met with this infinitely expanding, like, sort of chasm that is the library. This first section that you're in is very occupied. It's like I said, it has a lot to do with common magics being practiced at the time. You see students going about their day here studying, and Ummi leading the way, you begin to travel deeper in. As you are aware, it does take you a while to even arrive at where things start to look as if something is weird. Traveling for the bulk of the day, uh, you arrive at a part of the library that looks older, and the shelves. While yes, there are still books there, there are also the parts and organs of various creatures, along with something written in a language you don't quite understand. You can tell that it is writing, but it's as if this writing is ingrained into like the nature of the wood itself.
So someone who can always comprehend all languages that are written would not comprehend this very advanced, maybe even very old ancient
You
magic.
you would. It just looks alien to you, but you'd probably be able to read it.
Okay.
Oh, so can you just read languages?
If, once I activate it once a day, for the rest of the day, I can comprehend any written language.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
Well, if
yes,
you'd
yes.
like to, you can
I
take
mean,
language.
at all times it's activated since yesterday, so just kind of if we walk past it, I'll definitely like stop for a second, kind of mesmerized by its oddity that it is.
And there, sort of activating this ability, you see it start to make sense to you. The twirls in the wood form the words "Chamber of the First Beast."
Wow. I just kind of say that out loud, not necessarily to tell anyone, but it's just so wild. It's the thought, his imagination. He's very curious.
And
Ooh, do you think the Sphinx is the first beast?
as you sort of read that and look down in the distance, you see two golden eyes peek out of the darkness.
He
As
he
you
looked. Sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
as you get closer, the shadows start to make sense to you as the outline of this giant. It's the mix of a beautiful woman and a feral like tiger together, wearing a pristine, what you immediately recognize to be mithril tiara and bright golden eyes. She looks, her eyes follow you as you get closer.
Wait, how big is she?
Mm-hmm.
She is, she's about as big as like assume you could visualize a dragon having like flesh. She would be roughly that big.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I imagined she was like pretty big, but based on the description, I was like, wait, is she like human sized?
Yeah, she is giant.
Okay, cool.
But as you arrive, she just gives a simple Umi and company.
Hi.
Titus waves.
Hello.
Who are you? And what can I do for you?
Wait, I thought you were supposed to like know everything.
Who are you? And what can I do for you?
Uh, my name is Gil. Umi, did you want to go first?
Yes, Sphinx. I have come to you in the past with a lot of questions, and I come to you with one more. How
Oh shit.
do you defeat Osmodius?
Yeah, yeah.
This shit better cost her all of her class levels.
And the Sphinx looks at her for a moment. You have nothing to give. I have nothing to give? Umi, you don't have any more power to give me. But I would share this information with you if you're willing to pay something else. And around her, you feel, if those of you who has ever been hit by anything necrotic, that aftermath after you've just been hit and you're recovering, that is what the air feels like.
Are you gonna kill her?
Umi, you've lived far too long to be of use to anyone.
Wrong. No, absolutely not. That's just untrue.
Yeah,
Give
I
me-
also feel like that's really mean to say to somebody who's spent the entire time we knew her just doing a lot to serve and help other people.
She's hurt far more than she's helped.
Who hasn't?
So what?
She has
That
nothing to
was
give.
her. The her she is now is, well,
Wait, Art,
somebody who's done a lot.
what do you want her to give?
She has a life that shouldn't be here
Well-
anymore.
I'm not gonna play these games of moral arbitration with you. So, I look at Umi and I give her like a very disgusted glance. Like, you know, when you pull up to the fucking restaurant and your friend is like, I forgot my wallet. And you like, nigga. Like, you want power? Take some of mine. Fuck it.
Oh, come on, Gil. You gave away your two favorite stilettos for Copernicus. Let me give
Jesus.
some power. I've got a lot, okay? Let's be honest.
No. Adventurers, friends. This is my fight, and she has a point, but I'm not going to fucking die for her, so
You fucking right. You're gonna fucking
That's
die
right.
for us.
Wait,
mate.
what?
Huh?
What
No.
the fuck?
I mean, like, if you're gonna fucking die, you're gonna die fighting alongside the fucking guild, not... Jeez,
Okay,
what the fuck
we're-
is wrong with you guys?
Okay,
Gil,
okay.
we're just trying to feel you out, all right?
You
And
have
we're
this
sorry.
vibe where everything you say has a slight threatening undertone to it. I don't know.
Literally
Oh
everything.
my goodness. It's because I've got one eye?
Oh, fuck you. That's always covered, and you know it. So we never thought that, and you know that.
What?
It's always covered. We're not intimidated by your one eye.
Motherfucker,
We're
I've got
intimidated by
one
your
eye.
tone.
My other eye is a fucking hole. What are you talking about?
Oh, the golden eye's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, still, my point still stands. None of us are intimidated by the eye. Your tone is more than enough to scare anybody.
Oh my goodness.
You are scaring the hose.
Bunch of fucking
I'm kidding. She
softies.
doesn't say that.
Well,
The issue is that I don't like Umi or helping her.
well, you're gonna fucking hate helping me then.
Well, it seems we're at an impasse. But I need this information. What if What if I promise? What if I vow? What if I make an oath to serve you in the pursuit of knowledge? And in return, you tell me what I need to know. You tell us what I need to know. And the Sphinx looks for a moment. The old sorceress is willing to dedicate herself to a cause. How noble. But serving me in the pursuit of knowledge will never be easy, archaeologist. I hope you're ready to die for me the way you killed for others. And she says, fine. The legend, the one who can kill Osmodius, is none other than one of your twin children, Ummi.
Yo. Whoa.
The Demon Slayer Udrig.
No fucking way. No fucking way. Now wait, City, because in the book of Exalted Deeds, you said before Copernicus, or after Copernicus and before the unicorn was Udrig. Yes?
One of his deeds. Yes.
Okay, so that means there's a possibility that Udrig is back on the material plane.
Wait, so what was the Book of Exalted Deeds? You said Copernicus is... So wait, was Copernicus's attack on Mordenkainen listed in the Book of Exalted
Yes.
Deeds?
Yes.
Okay. And so you're telling me that after that...
No. Before that. Before that.
Okay.
Okay, I thought you said... Okay, my bad.
I was
Fuck.
fixing to say, because if it was after Copernicus's attack, that means Udrik definitely found a way to escape the fucking... Never mind.
Well,
we'll cross the bridge when we get there.
Well, currently in my possession, we do have a book of a box of Audience with the Raven Queen. So
True. The pieces are there. I think the only person who knows... Actually, yeah, the only person who knows Udrig's whereabouts right now is Copernicus.
wait, did Thatch tell?
Thatch absolutely, yeah. Thatch told Redrin and Copernicus almost everything about what happened in the Raven Queen's crib. Remember?
Okay, I couldn't remember if I told y'all or not.
You told us her name was the Raven Queen. You told us pretty much all of her plans, which is how Redrin and Copernicus know about the universe thing.
Okay, yeah.
And you also told her, you told us that she was keeping Udrig captive.
Okay.
After the little debacle with the deck.
Where? My son? I haven't seen him in
Wait,
years.
does that mean Udrig's fucking twin sister is Yermund?
Whoa. Wait. 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 No. I actually just got up out of my chair. Hold on. No. No. Shut. What the fuck? This is some Goldie Roger type of bloodline.
I'm sick, truly though. Wait, who the fuck is their dad?
Yeah, who's...
Is that... You want to know that? You want to know that right now?
Is
All
it
right. Go ahead,
Mordenkainen?
Freddy. Tell him.
No shot! No shot!
Tell him, City.
It is not Mordenkainen.
Wait, then
Okay.
who is it?
Is it
You'd
Vecna?
have to find out.
That is so fucking sus, dude.
Imagine having a family tree where every single branch is just a legendary figure of
That's
history.
what I'm saying, bro.
That's crazy. Anyway, uh,
I don't know where my son is, but he's going to kill. He is meant to kill Asmodeus? I'm sorry, but I find that hard to believe. Well, it's true. And with that, I send you on your first quest.
Sounds like we've got a next guild member.
Take someone with you if you'd like, but you're leaving today. I, I, um, I, 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 I don't know what to do with this information. I don't know where my son is.
Umi, calm down. We'll find him.
the Gynosphinx was not fucking lying when she was like, "You are going. This is going to be a hard ass career path you've chosen." Quest number 1: visit the Raven Queen's domain and free Doomslayer.
Well, no,
True.
he has a different quest for Umi.
Yeah.
For me? Okay.
Yeah, she
I
was
thought
at-
she was implying that by saying that is your first quest, I thought she was implying that the first quest is to free Udrig.
Yeah, she's going to send Umi on on something in her that she wants done, essentially. Because the Idrid quest is something Umi wants done. Um, I have so many more questions, but I um, where is my son? And the Sphinx is silent. She truly has nothing more to give.
Umi,
Yes.
don't worry. We'll find him.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to be preoccupied for the time being, it seems. While I do whatever it is she's having me do. If you could please find my son.
I will. We will. Can you arrange that meeting though before you head out?
I'll see what I can do.
All right. Sounds good. I suppose it's my turn. Unless, did anyone else wanna?
If anyone else has questions, feel free. Ari, would you please come with me?
Yeah, sure.
On my quest, that is. I need a capable fighter.
I figured as much.
I
You
feel
got it.
Slightly
We have,
disrespected, but carry on.
She is. Have you seen her fight?
Oh, I guess I'm just chopped liver.
You gotta run the guild, Gilneas.
Me?
Yeah.
We?
Well, you know what I mean. Like, you gotta help run the guild.
Yeah.
They totally need you. You're like you're a major cog in that wheel, with your intuition and your fighting skills and your all around know-how.
Listen, Ari, you're like my niece, but I don't need you to blow smoke up my ass.
I'm not.
Uh,
I'm actually just being nice.
Well, I appreciate it. All right, speak so.
Wait a second. Ari, are you sure? I mean, you might be and he kind of gets real nervous and kind of bashful. You might be gone for a really long time. Are you gonna like come back maybe?
She has
Duh.
to come back.
Eventually.
Okay.
I'll pop in and whenever I can check on you guys and make sure you're okay. But also, you guys are going to be out doing your own thing and adventuring around and probably getting into a bunch of trouble and you know, closing up some holes, all that kind of stuff that adventurers do. We'll be doing the same thing, just at the same time. And she's
Have
gonna like kind of very closely lean into your ear and be like, I kind of need to stick with Umi anyway. I really need to figure out what the hell those scissors were about.
Yep, and that kind of like almost lifts all that weight off of Titus's shoulders, because he knew how much that affected you, and he's
Yeah.
never even seen you take damage on the battlefield as much as that. So it's like, okay, all right, and then well, I know this is weird, but you mind if I get my anchor ring back from you?
Oh, yeah, my fault.
I
And
will
she'll
definitely
kind of
blip
like,
and just have to join you if I don't.
no, it's fine. Stay with your boys. And she'll like take it off of her finger and she wore it like on her pinky and she'll flip it over to Gilneas.
Thanks, sorry.
Sure.
and the Sphinx will go. Enjoy traveling with an irredeemably evil woman.
Well, you did with the man. Hey
I'm
Ori.
okay. Also, I should be using
Huh?
this voice for the Sphinx.
Crime.
Now we're
Ooh.
cooking with gas.
I love voice
I just
modulators.
forgot to turn it on.
It's okay.
Nice, nice.
Don't fret. Oh, you're gone. When the breeze blows, we'll know it's you. So when you feel a breeze back, you'll know it's us. Be
I
safe.
think I get that. I'm really bad with metaphors, but I get it. Yeah.
Wasn't a fucking metaphor.
Now,
Yep.
who wants something from me next?
Well, at this point, it's just Gwen who is stupefied. And Titus, did you want to ask anything?
I've kind of been learning my lesson that I don't really need to go for any shortcuts, and I've been the thrill of adventuring and getting answers like Umi gave me. Just the thrill of going to this next place to get an answer is a lot more enticing than getting it instantly. No, I'm good, thanks.
Fair enough. Sometimes these answers lead us to where we need to go. So, hello, Sphinx. Got a couple questions for you.
I have a couple answers for you at a price.
If I ask what the price is, does that count? Fuck, that was a
You-
question.
You're like I said with Redrin, you understand. Like your body, like the cells of your body, like understand the cost of this. It is something like intrinsic to your soul almost. You like you can't put words to levels really, but your very experiences as an adventurer
Okay.
is what it costs.
All right. Okay, City, out of character. What constitutes a question? Can I ask multiple questions within one question if they pertain to the same thing?
One question. One piece of information. You will receive one 100% true piece of information.
All right. Sphinx. What is ascendancy? How does one do it? And who are the ascended candidates? If yeah, whatever, however the fuck that plays out.
To ascend, to be ascended, can mean one of two things. One, to attempt to become an arbiter of fate itself, to be the very lunar cycles that dictate dreams and life around them, or to become a god. Mordenkainen has ascended to dream status, being that of the scryer. The Raven Queen ascended to godhood, slaying death and taking his place. Vecna failed to ascend to either, and has thusly been condemned. The current candidate for ascension is Strahd.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Good.
Did she say how somebody ascends?
How someone ascends? No,
Yes.
just
She said that the Raven Queen did by killing death, or by
Oh.
killing a god.
Yeah, but she didn't say how Mordenkainen did.
She did not.
Fuck. So how does one ascend? Fuck. Is that another fucking question? God damn it. I've got to keep track.
I'll help you out. How does a god ascend to godhood? Or how does one ascend to arbiting fate?
I feel like those are one and the same.
Very different, actually.
Can you explain?
Another
You can
question.
ask me to explain.
Fuck you. God damn it. Arbiting fate. I feel like that's what Mordenkainen did, so I guess... How does one ascend to godhood? Aside from killing a god, what is the chronological fucking steps?
Step 1 to becoming a god is becoming powerful. Step 2 to becoming a god is knocking a star from the sky. Step 3 to becoming a god is decimating a plane of existence. Step 4 to becoming a god is killing a god.
Decimating a fucking plane.
But only certain gods can be killed.
So... I suppose telling me which ones would also come at a price.
Of course.
Fuck you.
So you're level 9 now?
Am I? Okay. Fuck.
But it'd all be worth it if he becomes a god.
Fuck. I forgot to steal the fucking cards from Ari.
It
Okay.
do be like that.
Last question, Sphinx. It seems that you are relatively all-knowing. So, how do I build this weapon? Step by
don't.
step.
The weapon to kill a god? Is what you were asking, correct?
No, the weapon I'm thinking of.
She is going to give a very technical answer. Okay? explaining that the as you're hearing the description of this weapon being built,
I'm
it is
definitely
very
trying to
clear
write
that
it down.
yeah, you are not going to be able to build this straight up. You're going to need a powerful artificer to work on this, or someone really fucking smart to even begin to understand what she's describing, and you're just writing things down word for word. But as far as ingredients that you are going to need, you are going to need
On top of what I
the
have?
yeah, on top of what you have, the what's the word? The like gray matter held within an elder brain.
Fuck, am I muted? Hello?
You are
Yeah.
muted.
Hi.
We have not heard a word from you all session.
Fuck.
No,
And-
I just got back. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Myself.
Along with the Tears of Oberon.
What the fuck?
You writing that down, or do I need to?
I got it. But if you want to write it down as well, go ahead.
Usually, I only write down information that's like either pertinent to my character or that either of my characters are aware of. So, this one's out of my wheelhouse.
Got you.
But even then, it would take someone would have to be working on this for the better part of like 6 months to finish it.
Why the fuck would you tell me all that knowing that I can't fucking do it?
I mean, you can do it. It just takes 6 months.
6 months of adventuring is like 3 sessions, bro.
Mate. Who the fuck is gonna make these?
Maybe you should have saved
Is
one
that-
of your questions.
Is that a
to ask-
question?
No, fuck you, bitch!
Ah! It's got to be a limit to cursing out the all-knowledgeable, very powerful, giant-sized Sphinx.
True. What if she just wants to do a trolling and take a level from you for calling
Just,
her a mean
just for
word?
being rude.
Yeah, canonically, actually, I'm not saying that. Never mind. Find out.
Ooh.
Fuck around and find out.
Ooh,
Walk
yeah,
around and
okay,
find out.
okay. It's my style.
God damn it. Whatever, let's get the fuck out of here. Waste of fucking time.
And you're what, level 8?
Level 8, yeah.
Level 8? Yes, nigga, you asked the questions. And
How the fuck do I level down?
That was said out loud before, right? Like, it comes at the cost of your adventuring class.
yeah.
Correct?
Redrin talked to this. That's how they figured out how to revive Copernicus, was asking the Sphinx.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool.
How do I level down?
Did Umi and Ari already leave?
Did they?
They're hanging out with you guys, getting ready to say their goodbyes.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. That's kind of what I was hoping for, because if not, then he was just going to be wasting all his spell slots to spin sending. Like, nah, I'm still saying goodbye.
Well, that was fun. Your actions have consequences sometimes, I suppose.
Who's saying that?
Umi.
Fuck you mean I have... You know what?
I mean, I was a shitty person in the past, and now not a lot of people like me.
Yeah.
But we need to find. Well, hopefully, you all can help find my son while I'm busy doing whatever it is she's sending me out to do. In the meantime, drinks.
Yes, please.
I...
Sure, yeah.
Despite my desire for drinks, I'd much rather... speak to someone.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a
Ah,
rat in a cage.
you still want audience with Mordenkainen?
Why the
Well,
fuck would you say that in front of everyone? Also,
you don't want your friends to know that you're speaking to the great and powerful Mordenkainen?
why are you stroking his
The
ego like that?
honorable.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to talk to fucking Morty. Also, Titus, here's Copernicus's jacket.
Yeah, sure. Why aren't you just gonna hold on to it?
Because I'm going to go talk to this fucking dickhead.
Well, at least proper. And I point at Ari. At least properly say goodbye to her. If you're not gonna come drink with us, just because you
Well,
want to talk to some wizard daddy.
Of course, I mean, fuck, I'm going to say goodbye. Umi's taking
Yeah.
me, isn't she? Aren't
Well,
she?
we were just gonna go drink. She just offered drinks as like a goodbye toast kind of thing, and you
On
said
Copernicus.
that.
What do you mean on Copernicus?
I know that. Yeah, explain.
He's not even here.
Yeah.
No, she did say
Oh.
drinks on Copernicus.
Okay.
Oh.
Titus kind of shrugs at it, like, I've seen how much is in there. I think it's fine.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right, so I guess all of us but Gil are going to get a one last goodbye drink.
A huzzah.
A
You can wait for him
huzzah.
if you'd like.
Well,
Or,
we can.
Or go with
we can.
him.
I kind of do want to go with him. I'll be honest. But Gil, just take this drink and then let's go to him.
No, I need a fucking sober mind for this.
Just cheers with the. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Umi, if you'll wait for us, then yes, we'll go talk to this guy and then.
No, not we. Just me,
What?
buddy.
Bud, you and I go to grab your arms. You look visibly weaker. You've actually been to this point before. Remember when we fought that fucking golem? Like whatever you sacrificed, you
Titus.
need me by your side.
Titus. I appreciate your concern. It's just a conversation. It will be fine.
Gil, I've been with you for almost 6 months, maybe 5. Every conversation with you is more of like daggers and poison, man. Like it is always a little bit more hostile than it needs to be. And this guy doesn't seem like the kind of person that's gonna take it to the chin.
Talking to Elise like, what's up, boo?
Mate,
Deontay.
I've learned my lesson dealing with this fucking dickhead. It'll be fine.
Fine. I wanna fuck it. We're not waiting for him. Say goodbye, Gil. We're gonna go drink.
Oh my goodness. Well, Umi, wait. How the fuck is this gonna happen? Is Umi taking me or not?
Yes, I'm going to take you. I'm just going to come right back. I don't speak to him.
Okay. Ari?
Huh?
Come here.
She kind of like waddles up.
It was a pleasure. And I like pull her in for a hug. If she'll let me.
Yeah, she'll like do the little thing where she kicks her leg up.
Yeah. I want to try and pickpocket the cards.
Okay. What is this? Roll?
What's your I guess against your passive perception, a sleight of hand?
Oh yeah, you pass with flying colors.
Based. Well, I just know you'll be the wind beneath my wings. Wait, that doesn't fucking make sense.
No, I liked it. That was cute.
Well, I'll be seeing you, kid.
All right, have fun, buddy. Don't do anything reckless with that universe-changing information you just got.
Yeah. Yeah. City, what is this card? This deck of cards.
You had the deck of cards.
What is it called?
For now, it's a deck of cards.
Okay.
What are you buying?
And with that, you part ways. You head out. It is the middle of the night when you exit the library, and Ummi walks you up to the dean's office. There is very little resistance to her, but she knocks on Mordenkainen's door. And opens it. You see him very ragged. He's clearly torn his office apart, along with two other like clones of himself. And as you enter, he doesn't really pay you much mind until one of his clones sees Ari, or excuse me, sees Ummi
Me?
and
That'd be cool.
stops. What do you want? And thank you for saving my life. Now what do you want? And she is just going to give him the middle finger and slam the door closed and
Wait,
leave.
I love her
Umi!
so much. I love her so
I just yelled to the
much.
door, "Bye, Umi! I'll miss you. I can't wait to see you again." Hi. I asked Umi to bring me here. I recognize I was a little bit rash and foolish when I first met you.
A lit-
A little bit. But if you would indulge me in a conversation, I think it would be mutually beneficial.
If how bad do you want this conversation?
Please do not ask me for some ridiculous price. I have just gotten my ass eaten by your Sphinx.
Oh, the price is nothing. I just want you to get on your knees and beg.
Yeesh.
The tips of Gil's hair start to writhe and flame. Are you being serious?
Kiss the ring. And he puts out a twisted blue and gold ring.
Can I
Kiss the
ask
ring.
what your obsession with being demeaning is?
Wait, CD.
Because I'm fucking better than you.
You are. Is that what you wanted to hear? You are. Obviously.
Get on your knees and say it.
Mate, that's just a little bit ridiculous, don't you think?
Well, I guess I'm going to be a little ridiculous then. Clearly you don't want to talk to me. Get out.
I
And
like
he's going
my body is like fighting itself as I slowly bend down to one knee. You are better than me,
and kiss the ring.
mate. That is just simply put not hygienic.
Kiss the ring.
I kiss my two fingers and I put them on the ring.
Oh, buddy.
Fine. I'll give you 15 minutes of my time.
Okay.
And
Thank
he
you.
flips an hourglass.
Now, look. If I were to speak freely, would you not get offended?
It depends on what you said.
Well, I'm gonna say the truth because I think that is how we get off to a good foot. From my information, well, let me start at the beginning. When Umi told us she wanted to revive you, I wondered why someone would want to bring a monster like you back. Just the God's honest truth.
A monster like me. She never told you what she did she?
No, but that's what I realized on the journey is that people change, their goals change, their vision and what they want doesn't necessarily become twisted, but the scope might change. And the way she talked about you, I don't know if I like you, I'll be honest. But I do respect what you stood for. But that brings us to the matter at hand. Um, what you stood for, plainly
What do I
speaking,
stand for?
well, as far as I know, or it may have been made aware of, the Rogues Guilds, the families, familial conclave, and seeing as that seems like it's kind of fucking done, I am here to offer you, really not offer you, you wouldn't go for it anyway. I am here to ask of you a seat at a table in changing this world for the better.
I was working on changing this world for the better.
Well,
And you cut me short. Well,
I
your
didn't do
friend
anything.
Copernicus cut me short. Don't
Mate,
think I've forgotten about that.
I don't. Umi said you would let it go. And to be quite honest with you, I am definitely expecting that you let it go because I think that's the mature thing to do. If you would listen to what I was going to say next, there's a saying where I'm from. It's that you can't see behind your own ears. Now, you might think what you were doing was changing the world for the better, but the real question is for whom? Uh, for yourself? You don't have
Do
perspective
you
beyond that.
do you know what I am working towards?
Well, I just spoke to your
No.
Sphinx, and it seems to me that you want to play God. Uh,
No. I want to play fate. I want to build a world where only the strong survive. Because then, quite frankly, there'll be no need to suffer. To each his own. Might makes right.
mate, I quite literally have the exact same goal bar for bar. Um, I think the difference between us, though, is that
You don't have the power to take the world for yourself.
I don't want to take it for myself, mate. That's the difference between us. I think it's not that might makes right, but I think if everyone is strong, then no one can be stepped on. And that's the difference between us.
I'm not here to philosophize with you. What do you want? 10 minutes, by the way.
10 minutes. I want you to come and join our guild. Lend us your aid and your wisdom. And together we can make a better world. Together. But I think you alone, truth be told, left to your own devices, you will definitely run drunk with power and fuck shit up. Think any of us
And
would.
as you say that, you notice from the window outside, it is very suddenly there's this constant like sort of like drifting space matter from the moon that's blown up. And all of the stars go out and you only see the remnants of the moon and the blackness of space. I would never join you. Never.
Why?
I don't work with adventurers anymore. I work with criminals. I work on a time scale you can't even comprehend.
Mate, I don't know if I would say I was an adventurer or a hero. I'm sure with your magic you can definitely take a look into my head and see. Uh, I am no good person. But I think I have good goals, and I think you do too. Uh, and I understand your sentiment. You have to crack some eggs to make omelets. I fully agree. But, mate, you were right. I am weak. I am incapable of doing this. I will forever be that little slave boy that I was. But not because I haven't grown. I realize looking at you seems like we're two sides of the same coin. So I think you suffer from this problem too. I, you, we shall forever be shackled by anger, ambition, rage, pain. That makes you just as weak as me, mate. I think you've got to understand that.
And as you say, just as weak as me, you see he sort of cracks. He's not holding a glass, but his glasses, you see a like lightning shaped line crack through them. I'm not weak, but the most I can promise is that I won't get in your way. May the best man win.
Can't say that I'm not disappointed by that. Felt like we could have done something good together. Um, Next time I'm in Archivist, I'll drop back by.
Don't.
Well,
I don't like looking at you.
that's perfectly fine. We're both uglies. Could you do me a favor? Well, a couple favors. At least give me some information before I go. I reckon I have about 5 minutes, yeah?
6 minutes and 49 seconds.
5 minutes is all I need. I have a few cursed items. I don't know if you could possibly help me remove these curses or point me to someone who knows. It would save a lot of time and stress.
I see the curses written on you. And I can help.
But you won't.
And you remind me of me when I was younger. So I know you need this lesson. Live with them.
Fair enough. Next question. I am, trying to build a weapon. And I, like, hand him over the notes real quick.
Everyone is trying to build a weapon.
Yeah, but nobody's trying to build this. Just look.
This, that.
Just look at the damn thing, please.
And he takes a look at the notes. Destructive, life destroying, all the same. What about it?
I just need a point in the right direction. Who to take this job to?
I'll point you to a better direction. Do something else with your time.
That's not really helpful. Okay. Next question. That boy that was with us, he's, suffers from some sort of temporal distortion, akin to Vecna. I'm not really sure how much you know about Vecna, but given that you are yourself, I reckon you might have an answer. We were told to seek out someone named Yemen. Do you know where we can find her and how to get there?
We already knew that. not to like metagame or anything.
Oh, did we already know that? Like the
Yeah, you
exact
do know.
The
details?
debtor's
Okay.
dry.
Want me
Okay,
to
okay,
hook
okay. I
up?
forgot. You right.
Yeah. Just to help. Well,
Well, never mind. I just remembered. I know where to go. I don't reckon you could fix that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Umi's petulant daughter.
Yeah, it's kind of what I figured.
confirmed.
Last question. Uh, and this is a bit of a doozy. Can you tell me everything you know about Stradvan Zarovich?
And he smiles with that question. Immediately, like he's not trying to hide it. This is a chance for him to talk shit on someone he doesn't like.
Oh, really? Mordenkainen doesn't like somebody.
Right.
What do you want to know? I can tell you anything it is you'd like to know.
I'd like to know everything. You see, he, so to speak, is my benefactor on my travels, but,
He frowns with that.
well, don't be so fucking judgmental. If you'd let me get to my point, he shares goals akin to you and I, but as I've traveled, I feel hesitant. So, I'd like to know what you know.
He and his I find more interest in his wife, really. The one who chased him out of the shadow plane.
Do I know his wife?
No.
Interesting. Uh, who?
The Raven Queen.
Jesus Christ, dude.
A lover spat leaves him here and another plane broken in their wake.
Actually, what plane did you destroy?
I don't think he had to destroy one.
Yeah,
Unless
he
you have
didn't
to
follow
for
the
that.
god path.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't ascend to godhood.
He took the lunar path.
I need to separate those words. At some point I'm gonna retcon and separate those words.
Okay.
Hear me out. So for godhood, we can call it ascension. For Lunarian, we can call it investiture.
Investiture. There we go. But yeah, he didn't destroy a plane.
All right. Last question, and this is more of an ask of a favor. In our guild hall, we can't really breathe in there because it's like on the flying spine, and I was wondering if they like. You're kind of the only person I think could make it breathable.
You're wasting my time.
I'm just asking you a favor. But
I'm not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. Because I don't like you. Because I don't like anyone, because I'm very mean, and because I have better things to do with my time. And with that, your 15 minutes are up.
thanks.
And he has already turned away from you, searching for something.
And as I'm headed to the door, I'm like I said, when I'm back in town, I'll definitely stop by again. But you don't have to answer now. In fact, I want to hear your answer when it happens. But I do want to know how it feels to lose to us twice. Walk through the door.
Jesus.
And
You
with
be
that,
asking for it, bro.
It do be
I
like
have
that.
to. Foul word kill.
you look for the party who are thoroughly into their drinking phase. Copernicus, you arrive to Ummi insisting that you buy them drinks. What were you doing, by the way?
Ah, yeah, good question. So I don't know how this probably wouldn't have taken very long, so I don't know how the timeline would have aligned. But the first thing, as the party was headed towards the library, I would like to turn around and stroll towards the outskirts of the town, where the Mithril Anna Menagerie is.
The
Okay.
what?
The Mithril Anna Menagerie.
What the fuck is that?
And you arrive to see that similar old dwarf, sort of surprised to
Oh,
see
yeah,
you.
yeah.
What?
How's Delilah?
I sold her. You were taking too long, and she was eating everything. It's almost been half a year.
So for context, okay, so this
you.
might be a misremembering on my part. Did the deal Redrin made with the
They
dwarf
made you guys made a deal for to help to hold her for 4 nights.
4 nights?
Yes, it has been 7 months.
Okay, yeah. I just wasn't sure how long it had been. Can I ask who you sold her to, if you remember?
Traveling salesman passing through town. I can't for the life of me. Kydrian. His name was Kydrian.
He'll just nod his head, tip his hat, and walk off. Very, very quick stop, but I have a second destination, so the timelines can
Okay.
line up.
Yeah, right.
I would like to visit Yima of the Mycelian family.
Okay. And that's the bookkeeper, correct?
Yes.
And you arrive. This place seems disheveled, where it was very like tightly packed, and she was sort of constantly doing something. You see her sort of slunk over, a glass of wine to the side of her, nothing happening when you enter this like very cramped space. Uh. Hmm?
Howdy.
How? And she takes a look at you, and her eyes widen.
Yeah, I imagine her face just goes completely pale. Yeah, I know.
I I can't talk to you.
I'll make this short. I just need you to point me in the direction of somebody who can get this off my hand, and he'll raise his hand with the molten southern hospitality strewn across his wrist and forearm.
Ice on my wrist.
It's not hard.
You were nice for me. Oh, if anyone knows that I helped you, if anyone knows that I talked to you, I'm going to be killed.
Copernicus just does like the zipping motion over what would be his mouth.
And she is going to hold your sort of molten hand and focus in, and you're going to see it teleport very quickly away. If you had hairs on you, it is a very close shave. That sort of first epidermal layer of skin is taken off with it. Fuck.
But my hand is like just intact.
Yes.
He kind of just moves it around, cracks the knuckles with his thumb. Thank you.
Bye.
again tips his hat and walks out. Wastes no time.
Mhm. And with that, you spend the rest of the day doing whatever it is you'd like to do, really. And deeper into the night, as I said, finally, the party, excluding Gil, meets up with you. Umi is just like, buy us drinks. Please, buy us drinks. Please, please, buy us drinks. Buy us
Please,
drinks.
please.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then you guys are well into your sort of partying when finally, as you guys are thoroughly thrashed, like Gil would definitely have to do some catching up to do. Gil, you meet with the party in one of the many inns in Archivist here. Usually food and drink are free, but you guys are drinking so much that you have to be charged.
Actually, and sorry if this like interferes with anything. Just for the sake of like having a quick narrative interaction, like a character moment, on the way to the bar, can Copernicus have like crossed by, and this is also kind of just up to you, I guess, Forrest, Mordenkainen's house while Gil was heading out?
Well, Mordenkainen doesn't have a house. He lives at the school.
Yeah, my bad. I meant like the dean's office or wherever he would be staying right now.
If you'd like
Or
to,
like,
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I mean, to be fair, now that I think about it, Copernicus only knew. Okay, yeah, Copernicus only knew to head to the library. So, well, we'll say he goes to the library, finds only Gil there, and Gil's like, oh yeah, they went to the bar, and that's how Copernicus knows to go to the bar, because otherwise he wouldn't have.
So they'll show up at the same time. We don't have to be completely smashed.
Yeah. They were looking for you, I imagine. So they're like asking around town, "Have you seen a Starman?"
Real.
Wait, so are we? Is it me and Copernicus or no? I'm very
Yeah,
confused.
I went back to the library to look for them, but they had already left, and it's just you here, and I imagine I like. If it's up to you, because like this is for the sake of it, like a character interaction.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm 100% on board.
Yeah.
I definitely come out smoking a cigarette, just looking up at the fucking fractured moon, and I imagine your brightness. Oh, hey.
Just having a talk.
Huh?
Were you just having a talk in there?
It cut out like the first part of what you said.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah. Truthfully, well, you seem like you'd understand. I was trying to recruit that old fucker for the guild. I know it might not seem ideal for you, but I think strong allies, would be good to have.
He is not an ally.
No, he's a fucking old crotchety bitch. I hate him.
Alright.
In fact,
Just make sure there's no double crossing going on. No,
mate.
of course. I just don't know you too well yet.
Nah, mate. And I imagine I start walking, and I pass you over the cigarette. Or I imagine like we start walking together, I guess, and I pass. you
Yeah,
over
we'll
the
walk
cigarette.
together towards the bar under the night sky, I imagine.
Uh,
Copernicus will just kind of like hold the cigarette for a minute, and then with his index finger kind of just poke the butt of it and almost like kind of relight it and hand it back to you with two fingers.
Incredible. Yeah, this place fucking sucks shite. But I gotta ask you, seeing as you're like the old chief, whatever. Uh, where the fuck do we go from here?
I don't know if chief is the right term. Thatch was the hero and Redrin was the one who knew all the stuff. I was just the one with all the responsibility. No discredit to either of them, of course. But it sounded like you and the others had some plans. A little bit of infrastructure of this, make a name for yourself of that. I'm gonna keep it completely honest. My plans are batshit crazy.
Yeah?
You're allowed off this ride if you like, but once you're in, you better buckle the fuck up.
Seems like that's a recurring theme tonight. I think we're two sides of the same coin. But I'll let you go first.
Oh, you want me to lay out my plans?
I mean, yeah, if you want to tell me.
I mean, sure. And like the stroll kind of continues, he puts his hand in his pockets, looks up to the sky for a moment, and says, Redrin and Thatch were people very dictated and defined by their history, their pasts, even the parts of it they didn't know about. I'm not like that. However, the three of us in our history, I've got a strong hunch that a bunch of clues can be found. Some insight into the old world. Stop these cycles from happening. Stop people from making the same mistakes they used to, you know what I mean?
I think I get it.
But to uncover that history and to find out those answers, we ain't gonna find them here. Not on this plane of existence, no sir.
So,
Obviously, as you know, step one is hell.
okay. And we go to
And
step
after
2.
that, well, step two is, it seems you might have some personal interest of your own. Barovia.
Yeah. Definitely got an interest. Lots of interest.
Yep,
But
we're going to Barovia at some point.
for what do you want to go?
Somewhere there's supposed to be some answers to my friend Redrin's past. Maybe I can figure out just what the hell the Swifty Song are really trying to do, and how I can stop them. Obviously, Redrin's not here to tell me exactly where to go, but I've got a few good leads. I also, and he kind of like puts his hands on his hips and hangs his head a little bit. I gotta free somebody over there. Considering how long I've been out of it, I'm not even sure if she's still alive, but fuck it. I owe it to her, you know? I'm the one who got her there in the first place. And if there's anything I
Months in
do,
Barovian prison.
Can't
I
lie
honor my
to you.
comrades.
Yo, break.
I feel like breaking someone out of prison in Barovia is like a terrible, horrible, awful idea. But I mean,
You having second
fuck it.
thoughts?
Why not? And I just grin a little bit.
I told you I'm about to do some crazy shit. And that ain't even step 3.
Do you have a step 3?
Oh yeah.
Excuse me. And what would that be?
Make sure neither side of this continental war wins.
I mean, as interesting as that is there a reason?
Well, one of them is a tyrant who ages ago subjected half of his people to eternal darkness, which, I don't know about you, but that ain't my vibe. I'm not a big fan of imperialists and tyrants and any kind of person who runs a regime with an iron fist regardless of the regime. The other person, however, and he kind of like stops walking. If they win, the universe as we know it will be no more. It will be reforged in her image.
Wait, wait,
Whoa.
wait, what?
Look me in the eyes, son. And he says that clearly, like obviously knowing he has no eyes.
If
The drow, the alibi,
the Pharaoh?
yes, the pharaoh, the Raven Queen, if they win this war, lights out.
Wait, mate. Wait.
Sounding a little grandiose and lofty yet?
Quite the contrary, mate. Sounds a little bit like fate. And I reach into my bag of holding and I pull out the black box. It just so happens this thing is meant to grant an audience with the Raven Queen.
Copernicus kind of just like takes 1 foot back when the box comes out. Where'd you find that?
It was in the oh fuck, you went there. I found it well, you'll see later. Nothing bad, but I reckon based on what the Sphinx told me, when we get the right ingredients to cook up a killer dish for the Raven Queen, and I like raise my eyebrows, this box seems like the perfect way to punch that ticket, yeah?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah?
I'm glad you're already thinking about killing gods, though. Means your heart's in the right place. He's gonna like slap you on the shoulder and keep walking.
Yeah. I assume we probably don't have a step full, so I'll tell you my plan. But it seems like this is changing. I was supposed to inform Strahd of how to ascend, but I get the feeling that he already knows. So...
What tells you that?
Huh?
What tells you that?
Well, he's a candidate, and he has far more connections than I'd ever anticipated. But now that I find myself second guessing, I thought about taking my own hand at ascending. If I could
Ascending.
basically becoming a god. Yeah, I feel like I'd be pretty shit at it.
Why the fuck would you want to do that?
Well, if I were to remove weakness from this world, then no one can be subjugated. But maybe this fucked up world is the best it's gonna get. I just had this nagging voice in my head all day telling me I'm a dog chasing a fucking stick that I think is a bone. No point in fucking shit up. No point in throwing away what I have. A pipe dream.
If
I
you're
didn't.
trying to become a whole god, just so you can see a world full of your ideology in action, I'd think long and hard on what kind of world that would be.
Like for it to be a peaceful one, but I think the older I get, the more I realize that peace only exists in moments. Yeah, I really don't want to be a god. I think I'd be pretty shit at it. But nonetheless, I am on board with your plan. Um, and also, well, seems like pulling stars from the sky is like the thing to do to become a god. So, I think you need the extra bodyguard.
Does Sphinx tell you this?
Yeah.
You know, now that I think about it, Vim did say something along those lines.
Well,
Sure, fuck it. I guess I'll keep my eyes peeled.
I guess Perovia is gonna have a. And the wheels start. You can like see the wheels turning in my head a little bit. Perovia will be dangerous for you.
First thing to learn about me. I don't know what Redrin and them told you. I love danger.
Well, that makes two of us, mate. Also, you're like a weapon guy, right?
I fire guns, yeah.
Yeah, me too, kind of. Can you take a look at this? And I pass him the notes.
And it is quantum physics.
Shit, son, you write this?
I was, told the instructions. I'm quite skilled with a pen, actually.
With a what, you said?
With a pen. That's how I was able to get it down so quick.
Look, I don't know what the fuck you're trying to make with this, but let's make a deal. Right now, I've invested a little bit of pocket change in a lab, where at some point in the future, I planned on doing a little bit of engineering. You can share that with me if you'd like, if you also, you know, help me with it.
Alright. Wait. Where the fuck is this lab? I keep forgetting you haven't gone to the keep. Why not just set it up at the keep? Wait.
You paid to get it set up on the ship.
Yep. Copernicus will just look at Gil and say, if I really want it to be somewhere, I can make it be there.
What?
Don't worry about it. Let's go get a few beers.
Alright.
That was wonderful roleplay, you two.
Yeah.
Just a great conversation.
And
Great.
you all
Thanks.
eventually meet up at a bar. You get thoroughly drunk. Anything in particular you guys would like to ask? Umi is a very sad drunk, you notice.
Oh, man.
Oh, yikes.
So what's the cost? What's the damage?
Umi!
The end of the night. Yes.
Oh.
I'm Am I a bad person, Gil?
What the fuck? No. I don't know. Who is your kid's parent? I mean, dad.
I don't know.
What?
Some nobody from a village.
Umi, you gotta tighten up your standards.
I was young.
Alright.
I've done so many bad things.
Copernicus, you can go ahead and drink up. I think I'll be the old watchdog tonight.
The old what?
Watchdog.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah,
I
sure, why
imagine
not?
I imagine Titus has been trying to milk as much time as he can with Ari. So since he's been keeping a lot of his studying of Vecna's beginner book kind of in secret, he's now like kind of going on a very Spitfire rant over all the different contingencies that Vecna has written in his notes, all of his like masterful wordplay of like how he is manipulating just a speck of darkness to do good, and that necromancy doesn't have to be seen as a negative. And Titus actually even sees a rat kind of scurry past, and he fires a firebolt at it, and then like he like looks at Ari and kind of says, "Do you want to see something?"
Did you kill that rat that you firebolted?
And like kind of smiling at you with these just wide eyes and a big smile.
No.
He says, "Yeah." And then he looks at the rat, and you just watch the same light gray hue that is kind of usually his kind of wizarding mana kind of pool from the rat's body over to his hand into like almost a sphere of mist or soul. And he kind of just grasps it and then looks at you, Ari, and says, like, just like nothing. I can just pull their life threads to me. And he's just such a genius. Like, can you imagine someone like this smart?
The screen like smash cuts to Ari kind of doing, that one like meme image of all the girls like looking at the camera's POV at the party, and they're like, like it's the you're scaring the hose image.
Crying.
It's that, and she's like, huh.
Sadly enough, he definitely kind of doesn't really realize how weird he's being. So he kind of just thinks that like maybe he's just talking too fast, and maybe you just can't keep up because he's literally throwing so many things at you. So he doesn't actually read that you're like he's being upsetting. And
Yeah.
he then kind of like then looks at you and says, "But like I've never had such mastery of myself and the breath around me and the mana." And then like you just watch some of his skin burn on his hand, and then that mist that he pulled from the rat just kind of slowly drifts towards the wound and starts to heal him. And he just seems so enraptured with what he's doing. He almost actually kind of seems to forget he was still kind of lecturing at you, and just stares at his hand and goes to Vecna's book and starts like writing in it.
I'm gonna put my hand on Titus's shoulder and just like very gently lean in and whisper, mate, don't get sucked in too deep with another man's madness. I'd hate to see you lose yourself again. I mean, never mind.
Titus kind of like pulls a little bit away from like and just looks at you and says, "No, what? No, he wasn't mad. I mean, you're just misunderstanding. Like he has a method. He knows what he's talking about. I mean, don't get me wrong. Any bad deeds he may do later, sure, that's on him and his actions. But like, I'm reading some of the first real direction he had in his life, and it just makes so much sense. I understand so much more with it here. If anything, I'm more enlightened
Mate,
with everything that I've been touching and moving.
And he
It's
does
wild.
also write on what he's been going through with this whole like reality dilation and shifting through. And you do relate to a lot of the words. It's very poetic how, despite he himself not always being there, like in this reality, in this timeline, his magic was absolute and was always there for him.
I'm just saying, his directions led him to where he is. I don't want to see you end up the same. And I just kind of saunter back over to Copernicus and Umi.
Actually grabs his elbow and like, I don't know if he's got a sleeve or anything, but he kind of like pulls and stops you in your place, and he waits for you to turn,
Yeah.
and he says, but what if I could succeed? What if I can do both?
Succeed
What
at
what if I
mate?
what if I don't make his mistakes? I'm not saying I all of a sudden have God or fate like aspirations, but I'm understanding so much more about myself that if I am as similar as I think I am to him, and I just don't make his mistakes, and I just point at my head, and I just kind of make a fractured reality in my hand of all different possibilities of this conversation, I I I could probably succeed.
At what, mate?
Yeah, I'm curious too.
And he flips to like the final page of this like beginner's book, and he just kind of raises it up to you guys with what must be the first written, I guess, direct uh path for Vecna, as he quotes, I will just be a god and fate. And kind of just referencing to the ascendance and the whatever the other one is that he failed at.
Oh, investiture.
Yes, investiture, thank you.
Did not.
It's just food for thought. And he kind of looks back at his book and starts flipping through the pages.
I'm gonna like give Titus a glare. Can I try to rip that last page out?
The fuck?
The pages
What?
cannot be destroyed. If you try to, they don't budge.
So I guess I like reach and pull for it, and I notice that it's not gonna budge.
Yeah,
Mate,
you yanked the book almost out of my hands. Like, whoa, what are you doing, Gil?
No fighting, kids.
mate. I think ideas like that might be poison.
Titus kind of frowns and looks at the ground. All right, man. And he kind of sits down and puts the book into his bag and just grabs the drink and slowly sips it and kind of watches a little bit more in the direction of Ari and more towards the door. But anytime you guys lock eyes, Gil, he like bashfully looks away.
Ari's gonna grab Titus's hand and be like, "Hey, man, you know what? I think he's got the right idea. I don't think he's saying it to like shut down your dreams or anything, but with a big scary book that was fished from, you know, a whole slew of ancient and powerful artifacts, I can understand the concern that this could like negatively affect you in some way or make you, you know, uh, unhealthy or do a number on your mental state. So we just want to, I mean, whenever I come back to see you guys again in the future, whenever that may be, I just want to make sure that, you know, this book isn't doing anything bad to you, and that you're still the same Titus that we all know and love. You get me?
He he takes a moment, still kind of looking into his drink. Then he kind of like just peeks a look at you from the corner of his eye, and he smiles. A very fake, but definitely attempting to be as sincere as possible smile. I'd even dare he is trying to deceive you smile.
Hilarious. I'll just let
After
it ride.
after like the third time or so of locking eyes with Titus, I'm gonna walk back over, and I'm just gonna sit down like directly across from him. I'm gonna say, mate, I don't want you to think I'm your fucking dad coming down on you or something, but like, what would you do if you were a god?
Whatever I want,
Why?
because I then could.
Mate, what makes you better than anyone else?
I don't think I'm better. Do you think that's what ascension is?
I think
Just to be known as better?
no, but
I'm not so full of myself that I'm doing this for pride. I'm doing this for knowledge, to know what it looks like, to be it. It's one thing to observe the Raven Queen go at arms with mortals and fight along the continent, but to be the god that leads that war, to be the god who just sits in the tower and doesn't do shit, to be the god that traverses and just watches. I don't know yet, but
mate,
that'd be my choice to make, and who says it has to be a horrible ascension or reason, you know?
sometimes
And
just
I
doing
feel like that is just worth it to know.
sometimes just doing something because you can isn't the best move. But
I appreciate what you're saying, but you're literally the one person who shouldn't be saying that to me right now. You do anything and everything in your power to gain things only for your self righteous cause that you have explained once, but at this point sometimes I just think it's all pretty super fucking official. And I mean, look at you. You're out here begging mountains for weaponry that you just want to hurt other people for. And again, I don't know who your target for that is. I don't know who you think you're even protecting with it. But
protecting
you, got the gall.
motherfucker!
Oh, yes, only you're allowed to protect me. But what if I want to protect you? What if this direction I've been taking is only so that no one around me ever has to get hurt again? Again, you're
Look,
assuming
mate.
only you can make these actions. I
Look,
get it.
mate.
You're very protective and you're older.
And I lean forward.
But you gotta be able to trust me to do my actions too.
I lean forward and like my face is deadly serious. And I lift up my eye patch. And I stare like directly into your face and I say, sometimes just looking for knowledge, just seeking things out, looking into the abyss, you lose yourself to the void. Okay? I don't want to see you lose. And I put the
Appreciate
iPad
that, Gil.
back there.
And he raises his hand and again kind of shatters time and reality in his hand and just starts showing different timelines. I'm not some defenseless kid. I think I've actually been given the best fucking hand to do exactly this. I'll be fine. And he just closes his fist, grabs a drink, and he doesn't have like an attitude necessarily, but it's more of like he's trying to stand up for himself. He's always been kind of like the cushion and always hiding behind Gil, but for the first time I think Titus is more just proud that he's standing up for his ideologies and in this conversation, and kind of just very, very content with himself, just starts drinking.
And Umi is looking at this entire interaction with just melancholy. Slowly now drinking a drink, the tears sort of drying from her cheek, and just watching.
Ari will sit next to Umi for a little bit.
They remind me of my friends when we were younger. Though, I don't quite know who's who.
I do. Ari's gonna like look at Titus from across the room. I used to be just like him.
Hmm.
Just like him.
Do you want to know why I'm such a bad person?
Sure.
Once upon a time, I helped a friend rise to power.
Oh shit.
That whole Raven Queen thing is my fault.
Mm.
Are you implying she was part of your old party?
No, we had disbanded then. She was a protege. And since I couldn't do it, I helped her ascend higher than anyone else I knew. You see, everyone in my party was foolish. We aimed way too high. A party of gods, of arbiters of fate. And I'm sure you wouldn't notice, but I'm sure you would notice that I am not one of them because our first time at it, we failed. It's odd. I can't even remember her name, the Raven Queen. But when she came to me asking for my help to do something I couldn't, I stood by and I watched a plane be shattered. Strahd is my fault. Kriv is my fault. I'm sure one way or another, the war going on right now is my fault.
Umi, it just sounds like you were used. Like people knew that you were smart and strong and you had a lot of gumption and they took advantage of that. The Raven Queen, Mordenkainen, Vecna question mark?
No, before my time.
I figured as much. But, you know, there's never a non-0% chance.
Maybe. But regardless, their souls cling to me. I can see them everywhere. My hands aren't covered in blood. I am drenched in it. And I'm afraid. What if I'm irredeemable? When I die, what is going to happen to my soul?
I don't know. I mean, The only reason I say that now is because you're talking to me in a period of my life where I've finally stopped thinking about the future, for better or for worse. But I still stick to my guns when I say that you were totally used, me. And now, today, with the Sphinx, you had one shot, one chance after breaking that contract with Asmodeus to actually be able to operate on your own, to think for yourself, to do what you want for once. Why did you go and throw it all away again?
Asmodeus has to die. He is evil. He he did things you can't imagine. Everything that happened to me started with him. If he goes on living and I die, it will all be for nothing. And I've birthed a son whose destiny is to follow and clean up my mistake. I am an endless and eternal fuck up.
Hey, it makes two of us, alright? Look, and she's gonna grab Umi's hand and squeeze it. If killing the Devil Lord is your fate, if it's your life's work, everything you've built this up to, then whenever that final battle happens, let's both of us be there. And probably everybody else that we have talked to today, probably. And also your son if things turn out well, you know?
Hopefully.
Oi! Grumpy Grahams! Got a second?
Yes.
Jesus, don't look so glum. You act like you fuck up one and two people's lives and it's over for you. Anyway. Question. Seems like you might have an answer. How do I feed a magic item to a weapon? Forgot to ask that fucking Sphinx bitch that, but she could suck my dick.
Yeah, in the descriptions it would tell you how. You build around it essentially. You grind it. Mm-hmm.
I'm asking about a different magic item and a different weapon.
Well, what do you mean?
Let's say, for example, that I had this blade, and I pull out a blade, and I have this cloak, and I wanted this blade to have the attributes of this cloak, and turn it into a dog.
Well, that would be what's the word? Impossible.
Oh.
The reason it was built into a cloak is because in the form of a cloak is where it works best.
No! I want... Okay.
You want to turn a sword into a dog?
Yeah!
You want to transfer the magical properties of that cloak into the weapon.
No!
That
I want the weapon to use the cloak.
what?
I have this cloak, and it turns me into a dog. But what if I gave it to a blade, and it turned the blade into a dog?
That
What are you
That's
trying
not
to
how-
like remove the curse
that-
from yourself?
No.
That's not how magic works.
Why not?
Because an item, unless it's some sort of construct, can't use magic.
Mm.
What the fuck is a construct?
Ooh, I know this one. Basically it's anything that is animated and given a semblance of life despite being made of, well, not flesh or chitin if you're a bug. You know, you get it.
So
Like
if
a
I
she's
breathe
like snapping
life
her
into
fingers.
this sword, then I can make the sword turn into a dog.
No. What are you What are you getting at? I'm sorry, I'm kind of confused.
Speak plainly.
I have a sword. I have a cloak that makes the wearer a dog. I want to give the sword the cloak so the sword can turn into a dog to assist me in combat.
That is impossible.
That's fucking stupid.
It do be like that.
It
Ooh,
breaks
ooh.
the laws of
Hire
physics.
someone.
I don't want to fucking hire someone.
Hire a
Hires?
mercenary to be our
Yeah.
designated dog polymorpher.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
No.
We're rich. Problem solved. Yeah,
No.
fair enough. Find your magic dog sword.
Fuck.
Out of character, I fuck with the vision. I get it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Spandam's fucking Funkfried sword from One Piece. Oh, he has a sword that ate a devil fruit. But yeah.
Weak.
Well, fuck. It's been an eventful day. Filled with shit. Fuck today.
We have to get going.
Yeah.
Destiny calls.
Yeah.
And
From across the room, when you say Umi was it that said Destiny calls?
Mhm.
Copernicus, who's kind of I imagine just very like Ranger in the saloon style, kind of like has a beer in one of his crossed arms, kind of like just standing on a wall. He like cocks his head towards Umi when she says that.
and she
Without a word.
she and Ari head out of the bar, leaving you with a very hefty tab.
Okay, and I imagine the goodbyes we said earlier were the ones that were taking place now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did Titus say goodbye to Ari?
Not officially. Kind of just took the ring and said we'd kind of say it at the drink, so we can kind of just say it now. He'll like run after her, and just like turn her around and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry I was being weird. I was just really excited, and your advice, I appreciate it. I know where you're coming from. And all of you, I get it. I'm gonna miss you, and I really do hope you stay safe out there. I mean, obviously you're gonna be just fine, but I'm rambling." And he just hugs her.
Alright.
Titus, I don't want to make you feel like any of us are trying to get in the way of your dream. Whatever it takes to help you with the problems you have and to get you in a good place where you know, can be grounded to this reality and not have to worry about what's next. I get it. You want to feel safe and you want to know things, and I get it. Trust me, I really do get it. I just want to make sure that, I don't know. I feel like a common thing going on around here is people shouldn't get consumed by their dreams, by what they want, by what they're chasing. I just don't want that to happen to you.
And if this was a movie, as you say this and you sort of pull away from your hug, for a moment, for like a single frame, Titus is Renarius.
Nice. Yeah, I was like, a very Naruto shot feels like you would belong here.
Nice.
Now walk
And
off.
and yep.
Oh, go ahead.
No. And he waves you off at. He thought that was beautiful and perfect because he understands exactly what you're trying to do, and he appreciates it.
And Umi and Ari depart on their quest. Now,
Titus, as you
Yeah.
head back Gil's just standing outside smoking a cigarette. He says, you really fancy it, mate, huh?
He just raises his arms up and gets a good stretch and just kind of. Yeah. Yeah,
But,
no, I do.
But he has a cigarette in one hand and he's just holding another hand up in front of him and he says, but check this out, mate. What do you think it means? And he turns his hand to you and in his hand is a card. City, what's on the card?
Well, you attempt to open
Oh,
this
thank
deck
God.
of cards and it does not budge.
Fuck.
Gonna end the session with a fucking card pull. Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
It doesn't budge?
It doesn't budge.
I'm holding the whole deck. Why the fuck isn't it moving?
Wait. It's a deck in a box, or is it a...
A
Or is
deck
the
in a box.
Okay, so it's just locked away.
Or
Oh.
not in a box, excuse me, like the deck box is what I mean. You know, like
Okay,
the
okay.
paper sealing the deck.
Yep. Gotcha.
Why can't I get this shit off, mate?
I don't know. Like tomorrow I could try to like magically open it if dispelling magic or casting knock or something. I'd need to sleep. Today's been more of a necromancy day.
Yeah, I gotta go buy a couple things and get these cases removed before we head out, too.
Okay. And hey, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't be apologizing, but like, I'm sorry if I got too into standing up for myself and too.
No, that rocks.
Yeah, no.
I liked that a lot.
Mate, nothing to
My
apologize
bad,
for.
That was really cool.
Nothing to apologize for, mate.
I do respect your thoughts and what you say, man, and I don't want to burn this bridge. You guys have all kind of been all I got, and I don't want to lose that just because I got a little ahead of myself.
Mate, you've already shot and killed me. I don't really think you can bend this bridge.
Good. And he hugs you.
And with that, you all, I imagine, finish your night up here. Rest just in town, I imagine.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. And honestly,
And-
I mean, I know City's gonna like wrap this up or move on to the next scene, but like, do we talk about what's next? Like,
Yeah, do you
Like-
guys want to talk about what's next? Where do you guys actually plan on going, if you guys do have a plan on where you're going? Because you have a
Like,
lot of options.
are you
we
guys
have a
comfortable with
fuck
like
ton.
just like retconning, getting a hotel or something, and just like trying to talk over throughout the night?
True.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, Parker.
Mhm.
In Archivist, staying in an inn is actually free, so we can just be wherever
Oh.
the fuck we want.
Oh,
And that's
okay,
kinda
yeah. I'm gonna need, here soon. I'm gonna need to understand why. Like, what's up with this place? But we can. Also, I need to know who that character is. You said I apparently Naruto visioned into.
Rin
Oh,
is
so-
Ori.
So Ari was
Oh,
formerly
shit.
known. Yeah. So Ari was formerly known
Okay.
as Rin, and I shit you not, Rin and Titus are the exact same character. Like they think so similarly. It is utterly insane.
Sir
Oh.
before Desolate Wake 2 reset, Sir Balthazar was like, "Would you like to become like Vecna?" And he was like, maybe."
Yeah, it's actually insane how similar they are.
How fun!
So yeah, so Ari just looked at Titus, and the more she talked to Titus, the more she was like, "Huh, he's just like me. I hope that everything goes well for him."
Okay, really cool, really cool.
I also
Yeah.
love the alignment shift that is happening as Gil is now transitioned into neutral territory. And it seems
That
like
is true. I was fixing to notice.
Hey.
With the apparent possible corruption of the book on Titus, I'm still not sure if this is more like to be fair, part of the fun is me guessing whether it's like into the book itself, or if it's just like Titus feeling closer and closer to his dreams and therefore like more desperately wanting to reach out to them, or if it's like just a Lord of the Rings scenario where you have the ring and it's like
My
kind of
precious.
eating away at you. Yeah.
If you want it to be a mystery, but if I won't say anything, but if like you're interested in knowing, I'm more than willing to just say the inspiration or whatever.
I say
I mean,
we,
it's up to you.
we see how it plays out.
There you go.
Exactly. We let the role play tell the
Let it
story.
roleplay. All right.
We form our opinions off of that.
Nice.
And you guys can plan. What do you guys like to do next? In character, please.
I imagine we're about to have like a full like round table discussion
Yes.
where like it's like the Skyrim generals and the map on the table and everything.
Hell yeah.
So
Okay.
Copernicus has already laid out his plans to Gil. He will explain that Copernicus's current plans are: one, he needs to suss out his like current situation and relationship with everybody now that he's kind of back on the face of the earth, or Supermundi. Because Copernicus will make this very clear to all of you. Before I disappeared, I caused a bit of ruckus. I imagine Mordenkainen is going to spend some time in hiding, working for damage control, trying to undo the ripples that I made. For those of you who don't know, Mordenkainen was the head of the leading criminal syndicate of the world. So you can imagine possible consequences of me shooting a guy like that.
Yeah,
Before
pretty
that, I
intense.
was the leader of one of his 5 conclaves. I planned on paying them a visit. Probably, realistically, not trying to reclaim my leadership over them. God knows where they are now and what kind of leadership they're serving under, if they're
Can
still
I
trying to be
be-
organized.
Quite honest with you, real quick. I think maybe that should be the second order of business. We should be trying to get allies, I think. Especially knowing that we've got for lack of a better word, war on our hands further down the line.
I think making friends is always a good idea. I only suggested paying a visit to Oceandrome because, well, you might like what you see there.
What do you mean?
If we're trying to gather, or hell, explore, for anything,
Finally.
I think I have the means to make it a bit easier.
Well,
All right, fine. I'll alleviate your confusion and stop beating around the bush. What I'm about to say is about to sound a little far-fetched, and I'll like put both of his hands on the table and stand up. I have an airship.
fucking radical, dude.
You are cool.
Also, City, the modifications that Thatch got done on the airship got completed?
You're gonna have to find out when you get there.
Okay.
What did Thatch order? I forgot.
I ordered beds. So in the atrium, the
Oh yeah, your
greenhouse?
interior decoration
Yes,
episode with
so
Null.
there is a trunk. Basically, there's like I had it so that the tiles slide back and forth. There's like compartments. There are compartments for beds. There are the lanterns. Fuck. Let me look. I think I actually DM'd it to City. But I know one thing. Oh, there was supposed to be a compartment for a fucking teleportation circle.
Okay.
But 100% there was a compartment for a big ass. I think we said like what the biggest size fucking bag of holding, but a giant chest for our loot. Huh?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
ETTT.
But yeah, it was beds, the chest, the lanterns, and just like decorations and shit, like
Okay.
closets and shit that would come up out of the ground, and then yeah, the teleportation circle.
Nice.
that
I
was
mean,
it.
the Joy Bomb airship was already pretty damn decked out. This is kind of just icing on the cake. You have officially turned it into like 5-star hotel status.
Yeah.
Livable. Very nice.
Yeah.
Which is huge if we're gonna be on it, because then we can definitely use that to pop back and forth between the airship
Exact.
and the fucking base of operations.
Yeah.
Titus will kind of ask, well, where's the airship?
Well, currently, well, last I checked, it is in Oceandrome, being inhabited by the people who have always lived in it. The Joy Bomb familial conclave of rogues. They're a motley crew, and frankly, my relationship with them by the time I left was on and off. We liked each other, but also there were plenty few of them that definitely didn't trust me given the situation. But
I think we got couches in there too. I'm sorry.
yeah, of course.
Flat screen TV.
Yes, sir.
Thatch and I invested quite a bit in that ship, eventually hoping to make it our own, and I plan on making good on that.
Question also, you speak a lot about Fetch. Any plans with his body?
The fact that he is still dead means that either Redrin likes me way more, which is entirely likely, or Redrin had no realistic idea of how to bring Thatch back.
Well,
You, and I will point a finger at Titus.
Yeah?
How good are you at magic?
Getting better by the day.
You wouldn't happen to know how to do seance, would you?
I've just started reading a few chapters on speaking with dead. Well, mainly raising them, but trying to work out the kinks of communicating with them. I jumped some steps, but yes.
Well,
I mean, I was gonna ask if I could have some of his shit, but trying to bring it back Wix too, I guess.
not gonna lie, I'm hard pressed to remember what Thatch had on him. I'll have to, well, look.
Yeah, no sweat.
As for you, Titus, was it?
Yes, sir.
If you have the capacity to allow us to magically speak with the dead, I think a good start would be talking with Thatch, if possible.
Speaking of starts real quick before we do this. Also shout out to the gang. I can go for like another hour if you guys want. I'm just throwing that out there.
Definitely
y'all.
not. I got like maybe 20 more minutes in me before I need to lay down.
For sure. But what was I gonna say? Seems like you can breathe the air on the flying spine. We have masks, but if we're gonna bring other people up there, we should definitely try and get that area breathable, like first thing. Like first thing.
Well, before we leave the city, let's try to make some connections with some wizards. Like, this is like the place, right? To like actually like talk to someone who might be magically inclined or intellectually inclined. To,
Well, I
like...
asked Mordenkainen, but he obviously refused. But luckily, I was smart enough not to tell him where it is.
Okay. All right, yeah, no, good call. And I'd like to remind you all, necromancy is like one of the fifth least capable schoolings that I'm down with. So like when I'm telling you there's a little bit of a kink in the actual communication part. I really do think that cleric. I'm not either of those classes. I think we should just probably like go find some scrolls. I know we can buy something to get both conversations going and probably fix our breathing problem. But this is the city, right? Like we can solve that here.
Are you saying you can't? You still can't speak to him? I thought you just said you could.
Roll
Oh,
me Arcana.
fucking Titus is like reading right in between the lines of just completely controlling death. But the communication part, I can't do speak with dead. It's a
Oh,
bard
really?
cleric spell.
Oh.
That's why I was saying all the weird shit in between everything to remind you I can't actually use that spell. I
I
can
did not
just
know
do
that actually.
deal necromancy or raise the dead.
Huh.
But 22, sir.
Well, yes, the control over like the fabric that is magic, that would require you to speak with dead, isn't usually possible for you. You think that you might be able to pull it off once.
Whoa.
Okay, but Titus knows how much Gil wants to talk to the big dragon, not that. So he will then kind of snap his finger and look at Gil and say, "All right, look, man, it's gonna be your call, because I think you really you find a lot of things really important, and I wanna respect that because I care about your feelings. Which dragon?" And he points to the bowl or the pocket, and then kind of points towards the direction of wherever the fucking mountains are. Uh, which dragon do you want to talk to? Because Vecna left only so much, and I'm really only kind of being a copycat at this point. I'm kind of using his powers, I think, straight out of the book. I
Well,
can probably only do it once.
well, uh. I'm certain we can find somebody to speak to the big dragon. But. What is it that you want to speak to Thurch about, I guess?
Good question.
Copernicus?
Not to be nostalgic or self-absorbed, but I guess I wanted to see if he was satisfied with the life he lived, and if bringing him back, or finding a way to if possible, is truly worth it, and if he wants that.
You know, I can respect that.
But hey, they ain't my powers, you know?
Well, Titus,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and conjure up a big. What the fuck is this guy? Kobold?
He's a kobold.
He's a kobold.
Do we want to do that? You gonna where do we want to do this at? Just lay him right on the counter in here, or on the table?
Sure, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
If there's
Alright.
room for him in this room.
That's what I was kind of thinking, because you guys always kept talking about how big he is at the time.
He is
so I'm
a
like,
big
okay.
boy.
I think
There is
he
barely
was,
enough room here for if you clear out the furniture and all of that.
He was huge at the time he died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll spend time clearing the room to where once he's out, he can
Alright.
fit.
And,
Go ahead.
and you, as you're setting him out and preparing the spell, you light candles and sort of draw these arcane sigils around his body. The whole process takes you about an hour,
Oh,
and you feel spent. As you finish, one by one, the candles start to go out. In place of smoke, you see feathers drop to the ground. All of the heat in the air is sapped from the room. The only glow is Copernicus. And you see Thatch's mouth open for a moment. Start mouthing words, and behind them, a whispered voice. I'm not going to let you speak to him. As the voice of the Raven Queen fills the room.
Who the fuck is that?
Copernicus's fist just clutches.
I definitely start pouring more of like mana or like energy into this and trying to take control of the body, and like the candles attempt to relight, very clearly being snuffed out by a goddess. So it's just that spark of everything he has and just nothingness, and he kind of just slouches. Oh shit, guys, I'm sorry. Why didn't you want us to talk to this guy?
His soul will never do anything of note again. But I may allow you to speak to him if you do something for me.
Oh.
I just-
Titus's mouth grows dry, and he immediately looks over at Copernicus.
Yeah, I think both of our heads just turned to Copernicus.
Copernicus looks down at his friend Thatch, or at least the facsimile of him. The hat kind of falls over his face a little bit. Shut up, bitch.
Let's go!
And with that, you see very rapidly Thatch's body begin to rot.
No way!
Oh, fuck.
It Scooby Dooby Dooby like that.
You don't get a funeral. As it crumbles to dust. Everything he has. You don't even get mementos of Thatch.
Even the fucking magical items?
Yes. Even magical
This
items.
bitch.
He had nothing left on him when he died.
Except for that armor, though, right? Or whatever he was in.
The
He had
armor?
non-magical armor, and he had Mindbreak Hentai, which was given back to Sir Vortis.
And I had
Fine.
the
Fine.
Tinser's skull.
You did. Because before that, he lost everything.
Yep.
Damn.
Wow.
And with that, only a singular black feather is left where his body was.
What the fuck?
Copernicus will pick it up and put it in his hat.
And as you do, even it crumbles away.
Well,
That bitch.
I'm sure someone
And we'll call
somewhere.
the session there.
Yeah. Nice. Fucking heat.
Oh, fucking Gwen's just watching from the corner of the room.
He's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yes, the embodiment of the cruel indifference of the universe.
Damn.
Shut up, bitch, the Raven Queen rocked.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
I
fucking
gave
amazing.
myself
Eat.
goosebumps saying that.
Fucking killed it. Holy shit. Dude, that was cool. That was a good
Yeah.
little interruption. That actually inspired Titus almost more. Like, he was already full in, doing everything, going to hell, fighting this, stopping the Raven Queen. But her just showing her fucking face at a very sensitive time like this. Oh, that's all he needed. He is locked in. You're going
Yeah.
down.
I like the fact that the new party is finally learning just how cruel all of our enemies truly are. Like Mordenkainen, the Raven Queen, like Asmodeus through learning about Umi.
Oh,
It's-
we don't
it's
even know
nice.
about the mind flayers yet, bro. It's
True. You haven't heard anything about Encephalon.
No, not even a little bit. And I know I'll save it for next session, but like Titus is definitely going to start with, I'm down with any direction we go, but the second we're ready to go to hell, he has to fulfill his meeting with Ymir. Ymir, I don't know what her name is.
Yermin.
Yermund is in the north.
Yeah, so Yermin is not in hell. She is on this plane of existence.
No. What I'm trying to say is, he is saying before he goes to hell with you guys.
Okay, yeah.
'cause we
So you
know
want
that
to
is
see
the
Yermin
goal.
before we go to hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even anything before we go, like we have to go to do that. We can do anything else, but the second we're ready to go to hell, that's got to be our last stop before hell.
Hear me out. Our itinerary is we go to either the Debtor's Drive for Yermund or Barovia
No.
for Strahd.
So,
One of the two, and then the other right after.
It was always my plan to go to Barovia, but that was like in my head at least 13th level, and now I am.
Also, that's heat though. Like,
Three
I'm
levels.
really
no,
excited
I'm
for
talking
that.
about big plot points. I'm not talking about
Right.
heading there like right after tonight,
Okay.
because obviously Copernicus wants to go to Oceandrome.
Yeah.
To
No,
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
character, I want to go to
Priority.
Oceandrome. I want to go to
Priority,
Oceandrome first.
absolutely. We need
Yeah,
to head there.
yeah. So
I'm
step one is
just-
Oceandrome, because ideally we'll be coming out of Oceandrome with an airship.
Yeah, I'm just
A
sick
very
because
decked out one.
I was gonna. I thought I was gonna get to beat Thatch for a second, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm so excited."
Yeah, I was
And
before the Raven Queen intervened. I was straight up gonna be like, "Hey, Forrest, one last ride."
Yes. Cause Thatch, I definitely want to bring him back if we can. He definitely wants to come back. But
Yeah.
I was definitely just gonna pass along the message to keep Liam safe.
Sure.
Now I can't do that. Which
To be fair, that
sucks,
is one of my plans in Oceandrome.
but
Given the fact that Liam is literally the character Liam is literally an orphan now.
yeah.
Is that the
I'm
little
like-
boy
orphan
from the
for-
beginning of
for
your
6
story?
months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the another character who's been here longer than Copernicus. But yeah, we were gonna go check up on him and see what's up with that.
He's been
Oh,
an
yeah.
orphan for a while now.
Yeah, true.
What?
But he does have the apparatus of the crab, so he should be alright.
He has the app. He also has his butler.
I
True.
think he does.
But no, I think definitely if we can next session, frame 1. If we can, if we can retcon it real quick, but I'll let you decide. I definitely want to get the curses removed out here and then a bigger bag of holding if I can. But
This is the place, baby.
yeah,
City
I
of
will say
Magic.
they're powerful enough to remove the butcher's curse, but not
the butcher's curse.
the sword.
You heard him.
Okay.
But no one is powerful enough to remove the ballerina slippers.
Damn.
Interesting.
Yikes.
Interesting.
Fucking
I was
hell.
also gonna be like, wait, can remove curse be learned by wizards?
Yes.
Okay, because I was just asking because I don't know how popular like the
I believe so.
clerical side of things are in this town because I know this is a town of like sorcerers and wizards. That's like the majority of the magical population.
It can be,
Jordan-
it can be used by clerics, warlocks, wizards, and paladins.
Okay, yeah, so easy
Nice,
time.
nice.
Yeah.
Jordan,
curse
did you
removed.
lock the box with Ari somehow? Is that why you were willing to let it go?
So, funny story. Do you remember the other 3 items Ari got from the pool?
No.
Yeah,
One
the
of them
paper
was
bird.
sovereign glue.
Oh my
Oh,
fucking god.
Nice.
Question: Do you
You
have
got
the
outplayed.
Do you have the identify spell?
Titus.
Parker?
Yeah, he said he was
yeah.
gonna identify it in the morning. Remember?
Oh, okay. When you identify it, you will learn that that is the deck of illusions.
What does that mean?
Ooh, that's fun.
Yo!
fun.
What is that?
Oh, it's cool. It's cool.
It looks like the deck of many things, but is not.
But isn't. Yeah. I
So-
think the fact that Ari was overly cautious about that and sealed it anyway
Yeah,
speaks to her
yeah.
character.
Yeah, that
no,
was.
I
that
mean
was
that's
a key-
based. Yeah, it's just it's in my nature to.
To be fair, if
Steal
you
this
ever get
shit.
Universal Solvent, you have a deck of illusions at your disposal. You get to play Yu-Gi-Oh in D&D.
Yes.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah. But no, Ari sealed it with Sovereign Glue because literally, like, if I if Ari has like 2 life goals, one of them is to make sure people don't use to make sure the deck of many things doesn't go into the wrong hands, if any.
The deck of many things so far got Udrig trapped, got lost itself,
Stripped
the
everything
ship for
away
you guys.
from Thatch. Is the reason why the ship belongs to Copernicus, and also caused Ari to lose all of her old friends.
Yes.
How much would it cost to get the thing removed?
Universal Solvent? Nobody has
No, the butcher's blade.
that. About 3,000 gold.
Okay. How much would it cost to get a bigger bag of holding?
How big?
Let's say the one Copernicus has. That's like what, 300,000 fucking pounds or some shit.
It is unnecessarily big.
Yeah.
Like, I think I will never be able to have mine at full. Also, all this stuff you're talking about, have you been paying out of your own pocket, Gil?
Some of it, yeah.
Okay, because I was fixing to say, now that Copernicus's tab is back in my hands, I'm not sure, like, if you're still using my money or not.
No, I have 24,000 myself.
Okay.
The,
I know at this point, now that you each have been paid for the end of your shit, I know each of you should be pretty loaded.
Yeah, each of-
7,000.
it costs 10,000 gold for the biggest bag of holding.
Swear. Can I get it built into my cloak like Copernicus, or will that take time?
That would take time. It took you guys
It took me like a
Month.
week,
a week.
Oh,
to-
yeah,
to
I'm
get
not
that.
doing
and
that
I had to
shit.
pay extra.
Yeah.
I mean, we could
He
be
also has
here a
mithril
week.
armor. True. We can do a time skip.
Only
However
because
long
we
you
got
guys would
so
like to
many
spend.
things we want to do in this town. Like,
I was about to say the time skip can happen. I feel like the only pertinent things that would happen during a time skip would be, the world realizing that Copernicus and Mordenkainen are back, which, if I'm being real, is
Yeah, I
probably
think
going
we
to
should
cause
get the
some
fuck out of
ripples.
here. Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I don't care that much. And I mean, other than the bag of holding, that's the only thing I gotta do here. What? Can I get it like a? Okay, bear with me. Instead of getting it built in, can I have it basically be like the portable hole where I can unfold it? Like it's the
no, you would need a portable hole for that.
fuck. Okay, do they
That's
sell
a cool
portable
idea, though.
holes?
Yes, but portable holes hold less.
If I throw the bag of holding into a portable hole, it's not gonna break it, is it?
It will.
Fuck.
oh,
Yeah,
man.
yo.
I mean, find out. That's what I should have said. Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck around and find out.
How big is a portable hole? Let me see.
I think it's like a 10-foot diameter, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. It is like a little pit in comparison.
It's like an elevator in terms of space.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Can I have the bag of holding be like a compartmentalized, like laptop backpack or something? Like a over-the-shoulder instead
A
of
handy
a fucking...
haversack?
Well, no, I already have the small bag of holding that's like a fucking slightly bigger.
It would have to be bigger. I will say that.
Yeah, it's like the one that I have is like a slightly bigger. What is that
Otherwise,
shit?
aesthetic-
Fanny pack. But
Mm,
what I'm
aesthetically,
talking
they-
about is like a big ass, like over the shoulder, like
traveler
briefcase, like a kind of. Not like a
Like the
double
shit
strap backpack.
Hikers be wearing.
The shit, what?
hikers be wearing?
No, that's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to get like a like the fucking letter bag. I don't know, nigga. Like have it slung to the side. Not
Oh
necessarily the one. Okay.
that's doable.
Like a
Yeah.
satchel?
Yeah. Well, yeah. And that way I can like tighten it around me. How much space is in this?
Let me get again. It can hold 1,500 pounds and has 250 cubic square feet.
Damn.
You have the same one.
Yeah. Okay. And you said that was 10K?
Mhm.
That still leaves me with 11.